This is BBC News. I'm Joanna Gosling. The headlines at 11. Liz Truss heads to the Commons to set out her plans to help people and businesses with surging energy bills. It's a new term for the young royals as George, Charlotte and Louis all start at Lambrook School in Berkshire after the family's recent move to Windsor. Good morning. Welcome to BBC News. The Prime Minister, Liz Truss, is to the Commons. Lindsay Hoyle, the Speaker, is just speaking, and we're expecting Liz Truss to start speaking any moment now with her plans on what to do on energy bills.
It's been a policy disaster, along with the opposition.
Time to say goodbye if you're watching us on BBC Two. Coverage of this debate on energy in the Commons continues on the BBC News channel. Welcome to viewers on BBC One. We have had news from Buckingham Palace that the Queen is under medical supervision at Balmoral. The doctors had become concerned for her health, and she is now being under the supervision of doctors at Balmoral. It is understood that she is comfortable and that immediate family members have been informed.
A few moments ago, Buckingham Palace announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. The Palace has just issued this statement. It says the Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and the Queen Consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow. Within the past few minutes, Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. To recap on the statement, the Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King, that is Charles, and the Queen Consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow. Her Majesty was 96 years old. She became Queen on the 6th of February 1952, on the death of her father, King George VI. She heard the news while staying at a game lodge in Kenya at the age of 25, and her coronation in Westminster Abbey was watched by more than 20 million people. She was married to Prince Philip for 73 years until his death in April of 2021. And Charles, their first child, was born in 1948. He now becomes the new king. In 2015, Her Majesty passed Queen Victoria to become the longest reigning monarch in British history. And in February 2022, we saw the 70th anniversary of her becoming queen. And she made more than 250 visits to Commonwealth countries, and was head of state in Australia and Canada and New Zealand. Winston Churchill was Britain's Prime Minister when she came to the throne, and Liz Truss was her 15th Prime Minister. The BBC is interrupting its normal programmes to bring you an important announcement. This is BBC News from London. Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. In a statement, the Palace said the Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and the Queen Consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow. BBC Television is broadcasting this special programme reporting the death of Her Majesty the Queen.